I called my husband a beta. I ran off with my boss. And now here I am, sitting alone in the mess I created, missing the very man I thought I could do better without. I always thought I could leave him behind and that I'd be fine. But now he's refusing me. And I can't shake the truth. I never realized how much I needed him until he was gone. When I met Ryan, my husband, he seemed perfect. He was kind, reliable, always there for me. We had our moments of laughter, but after years of being together, I started to feel restless. There was this voice inside me whispering that I deserved more, someone with more excitement, more ambition, someone who would challenge me. I loved Ryan, I truly did, but he was steady, too steady. He didn't push me, didn't challenge me. I began to feel like I was growing while he was staying stagnant, and I convinced myself that I needed more than that. I needed excitement, passion, a life that was unpredictable. Then came Jason, my boss. Charismatic, powerful, and everything Ryan wasn't. From the first day I worked with him, he made me feel special. He took the time to notice me, to listen to me, to make me feel like I was important. He spoke with confidence, and I was drawn to his ambition. He didn't just sit back and let life pass him by. Jason was in control, and I liked that. I wanted to be a part of his world. I told myself I was just having a little fun, that it was harmless flirtation. But one night, when we were working late, everything changed. Jason kissed me, and I kissed him back. Suddenly, the excitement I'd been craving was right there, in my face, and I was caught up in it, swept away by the adrenaline. It didn't take long before things with Jason escalated. What started as innocent banter turned into passionate late-night meetings, stolen kisses, and flirtations that crossed the line. I started justifying it, telling myself that Ryan would never know, that I deserved a little fun, and that he didn't have to know what was happening behind his back. I stopped spending time with Ryan. I made excuses for why I was so busy. I'd tell him I had work late, or that I was catching up with friends. But deep down, I knew the truth. I was running away from the steady, safe life Ryan offered me. I didn't appreciate what I had with him. Jason gave me the excitement I craved, the chaos, the thrill of something forbidden. But as the affair progressed, things started to shift. I became more distant from Ryan. I didn't want to talk to him anymore. I didn't want to listen to him. He'd come home and try to talk about his day, but I couldn't bring myself to care. I didn't want to hear about his routine, his work, or how his day went. I had Jason for that, and soon the distance between Ryan and me became too big to ignore. I started to realize too late that I had been changing. I wasn't the woman Ryan married anymore. I was someone who had abandoned the very things that made our relationship special, and in exchange, I had something that was nothing more than temporary thrill. The guilt began to creep in, but I buried it under the excitement of my new life with Jason. Eventually, Ryan found out. I didn't tell him, but he found the evidence. The late nights, the messages, the lies. He confronted me, and all I could do was stand there, frozen. When he asked me if I had been seeing someone else, all I could say was, yes. He didn't yell, didn't break anything, didn't even cry. He just stared at me, his face ashen, and said, "I can't do this anymore." He left. Just like that. He packed a bag and left our home. I begged him to stay, promised him it would never happen again. But he was done. He said he couldn't live a life where I disrespected him like that, where I chose someone else over him. He said he would never be good enough for me, and in that moment, I saw the weight of my own actions reflected in his eyes. Now, I'm sitting in this apartment, alone, with nothing but the memories of the life I destroyed. Jason doesn't care. It was all excitement and passion at first, but now he's just like everyone else in my life, distant and uninterested. He's moved on to someone else, someone who is probably more exciting than I'll ever be. I thought I could leave Ryan behind and never look back, but now I see how foolish I was. I miss him. I miss the way he used to look at me like I was the only woman in the world. I miss the way he made me feel safe, the way he cared for me in ways I didn't even realize I needed. But now it's too late. He's gone. He's moved on, and I'm left to pick up the pieces of my broken heart, wondering if I'll ever be able to love again, or if I'm just too lost in my own mistakes. I don't know if Ryan will ever forgive me. I don't know if I can ever make things right. But I do know that the moment I let him go, I lost something irreplaceable. And now, no matter how hard I try, no matter how much I miss him, I can't get him back. And that's the hardest part of all, knowing I threw it all away for something that wasn't real, for a fantasy that was never going to last. So here I am, trying to rebuild a life I destroyed with one reckless decision, one moment of weakness, and one careless remark. I thought I wanted more, but now I see that what I really wanted was to feel loved and valued. And I had that with Ryan. I had everything with him. But I was too blind, too selfish to see it. Now, all I can do is regret it and live with the consequences. If you're listening to this and you're in a similar situation, take it from me. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes the things we think we want aren't what we need at all. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't lose everything just to chase something temporary. You might end up losing what matters most, just like I did.